California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams.
Go. My 20.
Let's go, Steve.
Value 3. Value 20.
On 1st and 10, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Goff throwing again. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Goff's throw here finds Woods. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready?
95, 56. 58. Kill. Ready, set.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
So a little more space to operate now. First and 10 from right around the 12. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. It's caught. Smith. There's the stiff arm. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From midfield, here's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 33.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult holdover. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On the stop was Aaron Donald. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. That one complete to Hill. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. And 58's a mic.
Here's Breeze to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it? With a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Goff now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. He's got Smith here. And great yardage here all the away deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Breeze. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal. Put them in some
touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, 71 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
11 yards there. First down.
Ready? Find eight. First down. Right there. Hey, come on, now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. After the interception, here's Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, lift.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
61, matchbox, lights. Undercrunch. Watch the 12.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on the play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Breeze finding Kamara. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Sammy!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Breeze now. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have arrived at halftime of this NFC Championship game rematch with the Saints on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. This is Murray. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ready. 95, 56, 95, 56. 36, 36. Strip that ball. 58 to Mike, 58.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, complete. Smith has it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He's up north of 100 yards receiving now in this NFC Championship game. And it's a 1st down. Breeze now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Throwing now is Breeze. Flushed out right. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
21, 21.
On 1st and goal, they'll try. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again they run with Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Breeze now to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Kill!
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Demario Davis there on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looking to throw. He gets it to Cooks. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Goff now looks to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a first down throw, gone. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Running with Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game and trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Man, I got
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw is Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And a short gain here down to the 22. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
76. 76.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 67 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 5 now. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Goff throwing complete to Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that'll be caught by Cup and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now gone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.